So the winter came back to Malta a little bit. What I call winter is not winter for most of people. Like South American people, this is very cold. For northern people, this is summer. For me, this is winter. The place where we grow up and the culture we learn, even for someone like me that I have different cultures in me, but most of all I'm Portuguese, so my main genes are Portuguese, my blood, a big part of it is Portuguese. That's very interesting how culture changes perception of people in different things like the weather. Like today was a storm day for me. From some people living in places with real storms, it was only a little bit of wind and rain. For me it was a storm. And then about distance, how far places are, about how far a place can be, it's the same thing. All my Brazilian friends, it's very funny. I always say there are two things you cannot trust in a Brazilian. Ever. It's talking about the weather and about distance. When you ask if it is far, they always say, no, it's just there. 7 hours. Or if it's cold, they say, yeah, it's very cold, 25 degrees, you know. And about the perception of distance, I'm no longer Portuguese. Portuguese people, as people here in Malta, that's even more strong. In Portugal, it's a little bit like that as well. So more than 50 kilometers, it's too far already. For me now, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 kilometers, that's nothing. For me, Sweden is right there. And it really is, I really think that way. Russia is right there. And I have no problem if I decide to go there tomorrow, I'll go. It's the way I am now. And all of this to talk about last night and especially this morning, that a storm came to Malta. In the southern countries, by the Mediterranean countries, when the weather is like this, people only go out if they really need to. After work they go right away home, and now it's much better. But then, when you live in a van and you have what I call a storm, like the one this morning here in Malta, it's almost impossible to get out of the bed because I don't know how to explain. I never slept so well as now. I used to have sleep problems, which I still have, just not when I'm in the van. That's crazy, but that's true. I always sleep, pretty much always. I sleep pretty well, and oh, now I need to go that way. Whoa. Sorry, man. You're right. Anyway, I used to have, which I still have, just not for now, but I used to have sleeping problems. When I'm traveling, I don't. And I know why, all the reason and all of that. But when you live in a van and there's a storm, wind, rain, it's so difficult to get out of bed. Not because the weather is bad outside, but because it's like being, the wind becomes a lullaby with the rain, and the van moves, and I need to be really strong to get out of the bed, and most of the time I'm not that strong because I have nothing arranged, so I don't have a place to go, so I just stay in bed. And even if society tells us that we should wake up early, I don't care. I wake up when I want. Also like to enjoy the day and wake up early so I can enjoy more the day. But mornings like this, and in the winter I have a few mornings like this, of course, it's so difficult. The van is like, you know, it's you need to try to understand the ones who have this experience and are watching me right now. I'm pretty sure you're laughing and understanding what I'm trying to say. It is so good to sleep in the storm and the van moving like, then it's not, it's crazy. I feel like a baby, I do. And then when I wake up, I don't always feel, in a psychological way, I feel a little bit, I waste half of the day, so I don't feel very good about it. But at the same time, my brain and my body, I feel like I'm 25 now, and I feel like I'm 20. No, I'm not 25, I'm 36, but I feel I'm 20 all the time. Anyway, or 18, sometimes 12. An ex-girlfriend, she used to say that I was 12. Then she dumped me. Never realized why. And then by the sea, the sound of the waves is even stronger, intense. And then the wind, the rain. It's unbelievable. It's amazing. I love it. And it's so good at the same time. So good, so good. The only reason I'm driving now is because I need to go to the supermarket. I have nothing to eat. My refrigerator is empty. The afternoon is about to end. And I've been working all afternoon. Because then instead of enjoying what I usually do is I work in the morning and then I enjoy the afternoon. Well, today, because of sleeping that much, I work all afternoon, and now I'm gonna to the supermarket, then I'll come back to the same place. If it wasn't for the supermarket, I'll never move, and I will keep the flow and work till late, because now it's gonna be more difficult to sleep. When I wake up, I have this period of time that I'm not really awake. It's a very slow process to me. And the way I live now, I can allow myself to be like that, the way I really am. I woke up and I went to drink a coffee. And there was a guy there. He came to talk to me. It was very interesting. He's building a camper van. It's a small one, a little bit like mine, and he came to ask some things. But the guy was I only realized that I wasn't being nice when he started to apologize, saying, "Oh, sorry to disturb you," because in that waking up time, I'm not a nice guy. Not at all. You know, I just went to. The only reason I was outside the van was to take my coffee, and he went there behind me. So I wasn't expecting to talk to anyone there. But then I realized I was not being very I don't talk much. That's why people think I don't want to talk with them. But I'm like that in the morning. So if you see me somewhere and you come talk to me and I just wake up. Don't expect me to talk a lot. But it was really cool. I love that too. People that have the same dream as me and they are living a different phase of the dream that I lived before. I love to meet people like that, really do. And I always want to help them. I did everything alone, no one helped me. And some things were very difficult, like I had to learn things about electricity to build everything. I had to learn lots of things to build my van. If you're doing something like this alone, it is very difficult. There's lots of work and technical things to learn and understand. So I gave him my name, but I'm not sure if he's gonna say something to me. I hope so. If you're watching, go to my Facebook or something and tell me something. I'd love to show you my van and help you prepare yours. And sorry about this morning. I wasn't rude or something, just I don't talk. I'm still asleep, you know.